Yes, sir.
Cannot deploy.
Awaiting
yet.
order. Affirmative.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Acknowledge. Affirmative. Awaiting order.
Reinforcements
Affirmative.
have arrived.
Reporting. Affirmative.
New construction options. Our base is under attack.
Ready and waiting. Yes, sir.
Reinforcements
Yes, sir.
have arrived. Unit lost.
At once.
Construction complete.
Vehicle yes, sir. Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting. Vehicle yes, sir. Reporting. Vehicle acknowledged.
New construction options. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Affirmative.
Construction complete.
Affirmative.
New construction
Vehicle
options.
report acknowledged.
Commander. On my way. Indeed.
Building.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Affirmative.
Construction
Affirmative.
complete. New construction options. Building. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Construction complete.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Insufficient funds. Building.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Commander, on my
Construction
way.
complete. New construction options. Our base is under attack. Building.
Commander, on my way. For king and country. On my way. For king and country. Indeed. Commander, on my way. For king and country.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Construction complete. New construction options. Building.
Commander, king and
Construction
country. On my
complete.
way. For king and country. Indeed. On my way. Indeed. On my way.
Building. Building.
Yes, sir. For king and country. On my way. On my
Construction
way.
complete.
For king and country. Indeed.
Unit ready. Building. Building.
Commander, on my way. King and country. On my way. Indeed. On my way.
Construction complete.
Yes, sir. On my way.
Unit ready. Repairing.
Commander, for king and country. Indeed. Yes, sir. On my way. For king and country. On my way. For king and country. On my way. On my way. For king and country.
Building. Building. On hold. Cancel.
Commander, on my way. For king and country.
Construction complete.
Indeed. For king and country. Indeed.
Unit ready. Our base is under attack. Prepare.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Building. On hold. Cancel.
Reporting. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. For king and
Construction
country. On my
complete.
way. For king and country.
Building.
Commander. Indeed. On my way. Indeed. On my way. On my way. Indeed.
Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Construction complete.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Commander. Indeed. Indeed.
New construction options. Building.
Yes, sir. On my way. For king and country.
Building.
Yes, sir. On my way. Indeed. On my
Insufficient
way.
funds.
Indeed. On my way. Indeed.
Unit
Indeed.
ready.
For king and country.
Unit lost.
Yes, awaiting orders.
Construction
Acknowledged.
complete.
Reporting. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Repaired.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit repaired.
Waiting orders. Reporting. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Our base is under attack.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Repaired. Building.
Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Vehicle affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Construction complete.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Building. Building.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Repaired. Unit ready. Building. Unit repaired. Construction complete. Unit
Reporting.
ready.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Repairing. Training. Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir.
Unit repaired.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Commander. For king and country. For king and country.
Construction complete. Repairing. Unit ready.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Our base is
Vehicle
under
reporting.
attack.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Silos
Acknowledged.
needed. Repairing.
Awaiting order. Acknowledged.
Silos needed. Building. Building. Construction complete. Unit ready. Building. Repairing. Construction
Yes, sir.
complete.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Building.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Building. repairing. Construction complete. Unit ready. Building. Unit repaired. Training.
Yes, sir. Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Reporting. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Yes, sir. Agreed.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Agreed.
Unit ready.
Awaiting orders.
Building. Building. Unit ready. Building. Construction complete. Building. Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Our base is under attack.
Awaiting orders.
Construction
Reporting.
complete.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. For king and country. On my way.
Reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Awaiting orders.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
New construction options.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Building.
Vehicle
Yes,
reporting.
sir. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative.
Base is under attack.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building. Prepare. Unit
Yes, sir.
lost.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Vehicle
Unit
reporting.
ready.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Building.
Yes, sir.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Construction complete.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Our base
Acknowledged.
is under
Affirmative.
attack.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Prepare.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building.
Yes, sir.
Vehicle reporting.
Acknowledged.
Prepare. Our base is under attack.
Reporting.
Unit ready. Building. Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Waiting orders.
Prepare. Unit ready. Building. Unit prepared. Unit ready. Building. Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Awaiting
Yes, sir.
orders. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Our base is
Affirmative.
under
Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Prepare.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Reporting.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Vehicle reporting.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Our base is under attack.
Awaiting orders. Reporting. Affirmative.
Building. Preparing.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Construction complete. Unit prepared.
Waiting orders. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Silos
Affirmative.
needed.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Building. Silos needed.
Awaiting
Building.
orders. Affirmative.
Construction complete.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Knowledge.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Our base is
Acknowledge.
under attack.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Awaiting
Unit
orders.
lost.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Prepare. Unit
Yes,
ready.
sir.
Building.
Affirmative. Knowledge. Affirmative. Knowledge.
Building.
Awaiting orders.
Waiting orders.
Construction complete.
Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready. Building.
Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
Preparing. Unit ready. Construction complete. Building.
Vehicle reporting.
Unit repaired. Construction complete.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Reporting.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Ready and waiting.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Base is under
Acknowledge. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Repairing. Repairing. Repairing.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Repairing.
Yes,
Base is under
sir.
attack.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Repairing. Building. Construction complete.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit repaired. Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Repairing. Unit ready. Building. Unit repaired.
Waiting
Vehicle
orders.
reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready. Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Reporting.
Building.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Waiting
Unit
affirmative.
lost.
Acknowledge.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledge.
Base is under
Affirmative.
attack.
Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Reporting. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Unit
Acknowledge.
ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Building.
Affirmative. 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 Acknowledge. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledge.
Unit lost.
Acknowledge.
Unit
Acknowledged. Acknowledge.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Awaiting
Unit
affirmative.
lost. Our base is under attack.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready. Preparing.
Reporting.
Construction
Affirmative.
complete.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Vehicle reporting.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Acknowledged. Waiting orders. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting.
Repairing. Repairing. Unit repaired. Building.
Vehicle reporting.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Construction
Affirmative.
complete.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Repairing.
Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting.
Unit lost. Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Our base is under attack.
Reporting.
Repairing.
Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Construction
Acknowledged.
complete. Unit repaired. Building. Unit lost. Unit
Yes, sir.
ready.
Affirmative. Awaiting
Building.
orders. Acknowledged.
Our base is under attack.
Reporting.
Repairing.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building.
Vehicle
Unit
reporting.
ready. Building. Construction complete. Unit repaired.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building. Our base is under attack. Unit
Waiting order.
lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Vehicle. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Vehicle.
Awaiting
Reporting
orders.
orders.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Reporting.
Waiting orders. Affirmative.
Building. Repairing.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Our base is under
Affirmative.
attack. Unit lost. Building. Unit ready.
Waiting orders.
Building. Construction complete. Repairing.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Building. On hold. Cancel. Repairing. Building. Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Construction complete. Our base is under attack. Building. Unit repaired.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative.
Construction
Acknowledged.
complete.
Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Yes,
Unit
sir.
ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Our base is
Affirmative.
under attack.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative.
Our base is under attack.
Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Reporting. Yes, sir. Waiting order. Acknowledged. Reporting.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building. Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Report. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Is under attack.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Awaiting orders. Yes, sir.
Unit lost. Unit ready.
Affirmative. 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 Affirmative.
Building. Unit
Awaiting
lost.
orders. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit
Yes, sir.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Building. Preparing.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Awaiting order. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Prepare.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Base is under attack. Building.
Now affirmative.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Building. Unit
Reporting.
prepared.
Acknowledged.
Unit
Reporting.
lost.
Affirmative.
Prepare. Building. Unit lost. Unit
Awaiting
ready.
orders. Reporting.
Building. Construction complete.
Yes,
Unit
sir.
prepared.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Yes,
Building.
sir.
Prepare.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building. Unit prepared.
Reporting. Affirmative. Reporting. Acknowledged. Awaiting
Unit
orders.
ready.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Awaiting
Yes, sir.
order.
Affirmative.
Unit prepared.
Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Our
Acknowledged.
base is under
Yes, sir.
attack.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Awaiting
Unit
orders.
ready.
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Building.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Reporting. Acknowledged.
Repairing.
Vehicle reporting. Awaiting orders.
Unit
Yes,
ready.
sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit prepared.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged.
Affirmative. Base is under attack. Unit lost.
Acknowledged.
Prepare.
Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building. Unit prepared.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
ready. Building.
Yes, sir.
Unit lost. Unit lost.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Affirmative.
Building. Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes,
Unit
sir.
ready.
Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Reporting. Yes, sir.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged.
Unit
No.
ready. Building.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Reporting.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Waiting
Unit
orders.
ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Our
Yes,
base
sir.
is under attack.
Reporting.
Unit
Waiting
lost.
orders.
Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Construction
Acknowledged.
complete.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Awaiting
Acknowledged.
orders.
Repairing.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative.
Vehicle reporting.
Acknowledged.
Repairing.
Reporting.
Unit repaired.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Affirmative.
Awaiting orders.
Acknowledged.
Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Vehicle reporting.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit lost. Unit
Yes, sir.
lost.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Lost.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Waiting orders. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Waiting orders. Affirmative.
Unit
Yes, sir.
lost.
Acknowledged.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Waiting orders. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Base
Affirmative.
is under attack.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Reporting. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Agreed. Affirmative. Very well. Affirmative. Very well. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
lost. Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Vehicle reporting.
Silence needed.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. At once. Awaiting orders.
Unit
Awaiting
ready.
orders. Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Reporting. Reporting.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Mission accomplished.